I've built production systems on all three of the major AI APIs, Claude, GPT-4, and Groq. I've paid real money, hit real rate limits, and debugged real failures with all of them. This isn't a benchmark video with synthetic tests. This is a builder's honest comparison. I'll tell you which one I use, which one I recommend for each use case, and what I wish someone had told me before I wasted time with the wrong one. Claude from Anthropic, GPT-4 from OpenAI, and Groq, not Groq, from Elon Musk. This is Groq, the AI inference company, which runs open-source models like Llama and Mistral at speeds that will genuinely surprise you. I'm going to compare them across 6 dimensions: reasoning quality, speed, cost, reliability, context window, and best use case. For complex reasoning, multi-step analysis, writing code with nuanced requirements, following detailed instructions, Claude wins. Specifically, Claude Sonnet 3.5. It follows instructions more precisely than GPT-4. When I give it a detailed prompt asking for structured JSON output with 10 specific fields, Claude gives me exactly that. GPT-4 often adds commentary I didn't ask for, or slightly misinterprets a constraint. For code generation, GPT-4 and Claude are roughly equal. But Claude handles longer context better. Its 200,000 token context window means I can paste an entire codebase and ask it questions about the whole thing. GPT-4's context is 128,000 tokens, which sounds like a lot until you're debugging a large project. Groq uses Llama and Mistral, which are excellent open-source models, but they're not at the same reasoning level for complex tasks. Where Groq shines is elsewhere. This is where Groq is in a completely different league. Groq runs on custom hardware called language processing units, LPUs. The result is inference speeds of 500 to 750 tokens per second for Llama 3.170B. That's roughly 10 times faster than GPT-4 and 5 times faster than Claude. For a pipeline where speed matters, real-time classification, fast scoring, interactive chat, Groq is remarkable. When I'm scoring 800 leads per hour, I don't want to wait 2 seconds per call. Groq delivers results in 200 milliseconds. With the same quality model, GPT-4 Turbo is slower than both Claude Sonnet and Groq for most tasks. GPT 3.5 Turbo is fast, but the quality gap versus newer models is significant. This is where builders live or die, and the differences are significant. Claude Haiku, Anthropic's cheapest model, costs 0.25 per million input tokens and 1.25 per million output tokens. It's fast, surprisingly capable for classification tasks, and the cheapest high-quality option available. GPT-4o Mini is comparable to Haiku in price. GPT-4 Turbo is expensive, $10 per million input tokens. Reserve it for tasks that genuinely need frontier-level reasoning. Groq is free up to rate limits that are generous for most indie builders. The Llama 3.170B model on Groq's free tier gives you 6,000 tokens per minute, enough to process roughly 120 lead classifications per minute for $0. My recommendation for cost-sensitive pipelines: use Claude Haiku or Groq for high-volume tasks. Reserve Claude Sonnet or GPT-4o for complex reasoning or user-facing features where quality matters most. OpenAI has the longest track record but has had some notable outages. Their status page is worth bookmarking. Claude has been very reliable in my experience. I've had fewer unexpected failures than with OpenAI. Groq is newer and occasionally has capacity issues during peak hours. For production systems, build a fallback. Primary call to Groq. Fallback to Claude Haiku if Groq returns a 429 or 503. Here's what I actually run in production. For lead scoring and classification, Groq with Llama 3.170b. Free, fast, accurate enough for binary and tiered classification. For email personalization and content generation, Claude Haiku. Better instruction following than Groq for nuanced writing tasks. For complex analysis, code generation, and research tasks, Claude Sonny 3.5. Worth paying for when the quality difference matters. I don't use GPT-4 in any of my current pipelines. Not because it's bad, it's excellent, but because Claude and Groq together cover every use case at lower cost. The answer to which AI API wins is, it depends on your task. Groq for speed and cost. Claude for reasoning and instruction following. GPT-4 as a reliable fallback. And for long context, build multi-model pipelines. Don't lock yourself into one provider. The landscape is moving too fast. The benchmark scripts I used for this comparison are in the GitHub repo linked below. Run them yourself and see your own results on your own tasks. Subscribe for more builder-focused AI content. See you in the next one.